Ozzy Osbourne is gone, just weeks after what we now understand was his final farewell. A man who defied death, rewrote the rules of music, and stood loud and proud for over 5 decades, has now gone silent. On that stage not long ago, his voice shook as he thanked his fans. The crowd roared. And now he's no longer with us. The world has lost the Prince of Darkness. A giant, a pioneer, a rebel with a microphone and a fire in his soul. On July 22nd, 2025, Ozzy Osbourne passed away peacefully, surrounded by his wife and children. He was 76 years old. His family broke the news in a sorrowful statement. It is with more sadness than words can express that we announce the passing of our beloved Ozzy. He was at peace, surrounded by love. What makes this loss even harder to accept is that he just gave us one last unforgettable moment. It was the Back to the Beginning concert, a legendary night at Villa Park. Ozzy, from his throne, looked out at thousands of fans and said, "You've no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." At the time, it felt like gratitude. Now it feels like goodbye. That night wasn't just a show, it was a statement. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and other rock icons joined him for a farewell that felt like it echoed through the very history of rock and roll. But the real moment, the one fans will never forget, was when the original Black Sabbath lineup, Ozzy, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward, took the stage one final time. There was no glitz, no gimmicks. Just 4 men, instruments in hand, bringing the noise one last time. And then silence. After news of his death broke, Metallica posted only a broken heart emoji alongside a photo with Ozzy. No words. None needed. Because what he gave the world can't be measured in words. Born John Michael Osbourne in Aston, Birmingham, on December 3, 1948, Ozzy rose from working-class roots to become the face and sound of heavy metal. He wasn't just a frontman. He was a movement. With Black Sabbath, he birthed the genre. Songs like Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs reshaped what music could be. When he went solo, the madness didn't stop. Crazy Train, No More Tears, Mr. Crowley, and Mama, I'm Coming Home became anthems for generations of outcasts, dreamers, and rebels. Ozzy won 5 Grammy Awards, earned a spot in both the UK and US Rock and Roll Halls of Fame, and received the Ivor Novello Award for his contribution to British music. But numbers and trophies don't tell the full story. The real Ozzy was the man behind the music. The Bat Incident? Real. The chaos? Authentic. His reality show, The Osbournes, gave us a front row seat to his wild, hilarious, unfiltered home life. He was the loudest voice in the room, the craziest spirit on the stage. But in recent years, the noise started to fade. Ozzy fought through it all. Parkinson's disease, complications from a brutal fall in 2019, and surgeries that would have ended most careers. But he kept going. In 2022, despite everything, he shocked everyone with a surprise performance at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And even then, even hurting, he promised one last thank you to the fans. That was Villa Park. That was his final stand. His wife Sharon said it best. He was determined to give the fans the perfect farewell. And he delivered. Beyond the music, Ozzy leaves behind a devoted family. His wife Sharon, his children Amy, Kelly, Jack, Jessica, and Louis, and grandchildren who will grow up hearing the stories of a man who lived with no filter, no fear, and no regrets. He also leaves behind millions of fans, and an entire industry forever changed by his sound, his spirit, and his refusal to ever truly quit. From the streets of Birmingham to the heights of global fame, Ozzy Osbourne wasn't just a rock star. He was a force of nature. He's gone now, but his legacy? Eternal. The amps may be off. The stage may be empty. But somewhere out there, in the hearts of fans across the globe, Ozzy still roars. So what now, in a world without him? We turn up the volume. We remember. We honor the madness, the brilliance, and the man who made us all believe in something louder, wilder, and more real. Tell us in the comments. What song, what moment, what memory defines Ozzy for you? Like, share, and subscribe as we celebrate the lives that shaped history. Rest easy, Ozzy. You gave us your all, and the world will never forget it.